Hello friends, comment ça va? Welcome to Cajun Charles, your place for Cajun cooking and a little storytelling. Hello friends, well it's the end of another long week at work for me and my missus, my wife Lori, and got home tonight and we feel like some shrimp and crab gumbo. Now, it's a Friday night and I ain't got all night to start making gumbo from scratch. So, I'm going to show y'all how again we make shrimp and crab gumbo quickly. And it'll taste just as good. So I got 7 cups of water right here heating in my pot. And I'm going to take me some of this Kary's roux seasoned gumbo mix. And I'm going to add that to it. And once it starts to boil a little bit, I'm going to whisk it. And then let it cook for about 30 minutes. And then I'm going to add my shrimp and my crab meat to it. Well, before we get started, Boudreaux, one day some friends of his, LeBlanc and Trehan, they driving down the road them after work and they go by Boudreaux's place and they see Boudreaux out there standing in the middle of his field. And they kind of look at each other funny like, I wonder what he's doing. Well, the next morning on their way to work, they go by Boudreaux's place again. He's standing out there in the middle of his field. LeBlanc looked at Trehan and he said, man, if Boudreaux's still out there this afternoon when we get off work, we're going to stop and find out what he's doing. So sure enough, at the end of the day, LeBlanc and Trehan, they driving back home them after work, and they get by Boudreaux's place. He's standing out there in the middle of the field. And Trehan, he told LeBlanc, he said, you stop this truck right now, I'm going to go find out what Boudreaux's doing. So they went out there, met Boudreaux out there in his field. They said, Boudreaux, what you doing out here? You've been standing out here for days. He said, man, I found out how to make $1 million. What do you mean? He said, they got this Nobel Prize thing. They give away $1 million if they get them prizes, them Nobel Prizes. And the blonde tried, really? Man, what you doing? He says, I found out that Nobel Prize, if you're outstanding in your field, you qualify. So he'd been out there standing in his field. So anyway, Boudreaux trying to win him $1 million. So anyway, my boiling water is boiling here. I'm going to take my package of Kary's gumbo, seasoned gumbo mix. Turn it down a little bit. Because if you put it in there too quickly when it's boiling, it'll boil over. Now this gumbo mix, it's got all your onions and your peppers and your celery and all your seasonings in it. You don't have to do nothing but add it to water. So now I'm going to let this cook for about 30 minutes. I'm going to lower my heat a little bit more. And I'll come back to y'all in about 30 minutes and we're going to add my shrimp and my crab meat to it. And of course I got my little Bud Light lime here at the end of the day. Makes these things go by quicker. So my goal is that in less than an hour, my missus and I, we're going to be eating shrimp and crab meat gumbo. Not 2 hours, not 3 hours, not 4 hours, less than an hour. I'll be right back. It's been about 20 minutes since I added the mix to it. Now on the box, this box will feed anywhere from 4 to 8 people. Again, it depends on who you're feeding. Somebody like me, I could finish it off in 4 servings. Other people, my wife would take 8 servings. So anyway, it's been cooking for about 20 minutes. Now I'm going to add 2 pounds of shrimp. The box calls for 1.5 pounds, but I like to do 2 pounds. And then I'm going to add some crab meat. The box calls for 0.5 pound. I like to put a little extra in there. We like a lot of crab meat. We'll stir that around a little bit. Now, in addition to what it says on the box, I like to put a little bit of hot sauce. I use some Cajun Chef hot sauce. Just a little bit in there. Now, if you want to try out this Kary's roux gumbo mix, in my description below, there's a link on Amazon. It'll bring you right to where you can buy yourself a 12-pack of these. And believe me, once you've tried it once, you're going to want it over and over and over. And again, you can make chicken and sausage gumbo, seafood gumbo, chicken stew, meatball stew, whatever kind of stew you want. in less than an hour. All right, I'll get back with you in about 20 minutes. All right, it's been less than an hour from the time I started doing this. And it's ready to go. 20 minutes for it to get ready, and then another 20 minutes with the shrimp and the crab in it. Now I'm gonna get myself a little rice in my bowl here. Add a little bit of this shrimp and crab gumbo. And again, less than an hour we're eating gumbo. Of course, I gotta have a little bit of, my potato salad, I put it in my gumbo. I know a lot of people put it out, but I like mine in. And a little potato salad put in there. A little potato salad on there. A little shrimp, little crab. Sasebo. All right, little seafood gumbo, less than an hour with little Kary's roux. And again, down in the description, you can buy you some. Au revoir, bonsoir. Hello friends. If you would like to ride along with me in my pirogue and learn some more about my Cajun cooking and hear a few more of my Cajun stories, click the subscribe button below. And if you would like to know when I've docked my little pirogue and ready to cook and tell stories, hit the little bell. Merci beaucoup.